I'm really sweaty, guys. Just FYI. Okay, so first thing, okay, so I know, have learned to turn notifications off to kind of help us not be on our phone all the time. Well, I thought I turned off notifications in each group, and I still got notifications. So of course I'm like, oh, notifications, because I'm one of those OCD friends. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have red buttons, red things flashing at me. I've got to check them, right? I hate having things unread. So I met a coach, Jen Yoder, at Super Saturday yesterday, and she is in Summer Tucker's team, on Summer Tucker's team, and she taught me how to turn my notifications off, like legit turn them off. So if you want to know how I'm going to walk you through, it's super easy. If you have an iPhone, go to settings, go to, oh shit, now I don't remember. Oh wait, notifications. Where'd it go? I should have practiced this. Go to notifications and settings, and then go to Facebook, and then there's a button. Oh, y'all can't see that, y'all. But there's a button that says allow notifications. You just turn that off and you don't get notifications. Do that for Facebook, do that for Insta, do that for Messenger. And anytime you want to see if someone texted, messaged you or whatever, you have to physically go into that app. So just make sure you go into that app. And so that kind of is a good segue into my Power Pockets, because it'll be on your checklist. But anyway, so I didn't know that, and so I wanted to teach you guys all that first. Look at Anna doing what I told her to do. Good job, friends. Okay, so first off, I know that I will 100% say that I am guilty of being on my phone too much. And I know that that's one of the things that a lot of people are worried about for this business, that I don't want to be tied to my phone. And so that's one of the reasons why I love this notification thing. But I found myself telling Bruce, hold on, let me finish this. Why? Because that person's more important than Bruce? Like, that's dumb, right? So, and I don't know if y'all are the same way, but that's me. And I don't want to be that way, because he's only going to be 3 once. And I don't want to miss out on anything because I'm too busy selling a damn challenge pack, you know? So anyway, these Power Pockets are awesome, and they are completely laid out for you. They tell you what to do. You can put them as reminders into your phone, but it's so that you can get in, get out, put your phone away, and live life, right? Because we want, this business is all about the freedom of time and not tied to our phone all the time. So each Power Pocket that I'm going to teach you about can be as big or as small as you want it to be. It could be literally 5 minutes and then you're in and out and you're done. It can be 15, 20 minutes if you have that kind of time. But I know the majority of us work full-time jobs, and I know that most of us don't have a chunk of an hour at a time throughout our day. So that's why these Power Pockets are so awesome. And the point of this is to kind of weave it into your life and create this, it's part of your lifestyle, and it's not something that you're tied to all the time. So one thing that I do want you to know is that we have, and I don't have it pulled up. Yes, I do. In our drive, we have this Power Pocket tracker sheet. And if you guys don't know how to get to the Google Drive, does everybody know how to get to the Google Drive? Our team drive? Yes? No? Thumbs up? Okay. All right. So everybody knows how to get to our team drive. If not, I'm happy to let you know. But you go onto our team drive, and then once you click onto Team Grit and Grace, there is a folder that says Business Trackers. And then there's one that says Daily Vitals Power Pockets. Now, I want to share my screen so that you guys can see what I am looking at. Okay, can y'all see my Power Pockets? All right, so there are 5 days. Depends on how many days you want to do it. You could do it 7 days if you want to. It kind of depends on how big you want to build your business. If you want it to be something that pays for your Shakeology at the end of the month, awesome. You know, make it small. If you want to build this into a 6-figure business, awesome. Make it a little bit bigger. It's just completely up to you. That's the beauty of this business, is you can make it as big or as small as you want it to be. So, of course, your daily vitals, you have your workout. Most of them are 30 minutes, except for us crazy people who are almost done with 80-day obsession. You've got your workout and you have your Shakeology. Those are part of your daily vitals. They have to be done, y'all. They can't, you can't build a business of saying, hey, come work out with me if you're not working out. Or, hey, come drink the Shakeology if you're not drinking the Shakeology. Same thing with eating clean, y'all. I know, trust me, I have the biggest sweet tooth. I know that nutrition is hard. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But you cannot tell people to eat clean if you're not eating clean yourself. And if you screw up, awesome. Own it. Admit it. Tell everybody, you know, because nobody wants a perfect coach anyway. But make sure that you own that. But you have to work out and you have to drink your Shakeology and you have to eat clean. That is part of your daily vitals. You know, it's part of being product of the product. The next one that you need to do every day is read or listen to at least 10 minutes of personal development every single day. It can be a YouTube video. It can be a podcast. It can be a book on tape. I listen to Audible all the time because the second I start reading, I fall asleep and I have no idea what I just read about. So I listen to personal development in the car all the time, even when my kids are in the car. Just because they need it too. You know, it's not just for us. This next part is next part of your daily vitals. These are not scheduled throughout the day. This is just, you know, come and go as you can, but checking into your challenge groups and adding value. I know that we're running our challenge groups together. So just popping in there, showing some love, making sure that you post when you signed up to post. Because we promised them that we would take care of them, and we promised them that we would kind of help them, guide them, and, you know, take their hand and lead them on this journey. So, you know, our job as coaches is to make sure that we provide that value for them and make sure that they are feeling supported and feeling loved. And so making sure that you check in, it could be 5 minutes, set a timer for 5 minutes and pop in and you know, comment on posts, comments on pictures, you know, just making sure that those people who are showing a lot of courage and a lot of bravery to post some of those things know that we are seeing them and that we are supporting them. Your next part is making sure another, you know, vital, important thing to do every day is checking in with on our team page. There's a lot of things going on. I know that some people complain that we have too many groups. Y'all don't need to be in too many groups. Be in your challenge group and be in the team page. And that's it. You don't have to be in a ton of groups unless you want to. But if you find like it's going to be too much, then, you know, back out, take yourself off, or turn the notifications off and only go in there when you can. All right, so Power Pocket number 1. So the girl that I learned these Power Pockets from, she's all about, you know, this needs to be a part of your life. It needs to be weaved into your life. It doesn't become your life, and you should not be tied to your phone, because again, this is all about creating freedom. And so Power Pocket number 1 is adding 5, 10, 2, 20, however many you want, because it depends on how big you want your business. Adding 5 to 10 new friends. It can be adding them on Facebook. It can be adding them on Instagram, wherever you feel, whichever social media platform is your jam, focus there and add 5 and 10 friends. That's it. Add them, done. Put your phone away, go live your life. That's what she said. Put your phone away, go live your life. So that would literally take you like 2 minutes to friend new people. You don't have to go and look at their pages. You don't have to go and stalk them. You don't have to say anything to them. You are just clicking add, put your phone away and go live life. And that's Power Pocket number 1. That would take no more than 5 minutes. Power Pocket number 2 is connecting with 2 to 5 people. This is not about Beachbody. a simple hi, how are you doing, commenting or asking a question on their Facebook posts, or getting into their inbox and messaging them and saying, hey, happy birthday, how are you doing, your kids look adorable, whatever. Again, you can message more than that if you want to, if you want it to grow bigger, or you can just do 2 because that's all you have time for that day. But that's it. You're just messaging them, and then you're putting your phone back down and you're going to live your life and doing something else. You're not waiting for their response. You're not responding to them yet. This Power Pocket is strictly just connecting with them. Again, commenting on a Facebook post or getting into their inbox saying, hi, how are you? And it's not about Beachbody. You can send, these could also be your connections of sending thank yous to people who have commented or liked your personal Facebook posts. Those are connecting with them. So you're just getting into their inbox, or you're showing them some love, or you're love bombing them. But that's it. You know, Power Pocket number 2 is done. Put your phone away and then move on about your life. Again, probably 5 minutes. I see that there's a whole bunch of chats going, but I'm kind of ADD like Lindsay is. So I'm not going to read them because I'll get sidetracked and forget what I'm talking about. So I'm sure that you guys can handle answering questions in there, and I'll get in there in a second. Power Pocket number 3 is creating and posting on social media. So this one, it doesn't have, it can be in order, whichever order you want it to. I actually probably would prefer that to be Power Pocket number 1, but it doesn't really matter. Create and post on your social media of choice. And really, y'all, if it is quality content, you really don't need to post on your social media more than 2 times a week, 2 times a day. I know that in the past we've said, or we've been taught 3 to 5 times a day, but really that's not necessary as long as it's quality content. Don't just post to post. And I felt like when I was trying to post that many times, it was just to post, and it wasn't well thought out anything. And so really, you can post on your social media wall on Instagram or on Facebook 1 to 2 times a day. And of course, you're going to have to play with the timing, you know, depending on what your niche market looks like. But 1 to 2 times a day, and that's it. You know, Insta stories is something totally different, and I won't go into that. But again, that's a Power Pocket, and I post every morning. And then if I have something to post, I do it in the evening too. But that one's usually done for me pretty early on, unless something comes throughout my day. Power Pocket number 4, this is where your inviting comes in. And again, you can invite 2, you can invite 5. One of our speakers at Super Saturday talked about the hundreds challenge, and she said, invite 100 people in one sitting and follow up with 100 people in one sitting. I know, it's crazy. But her business has blown up. I mean, y'all, it's a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the more people who are going to join you. So again, it simply depends on how big you want your business. What are your goals? That's important for you to define. And then if you don't care, if top 10 coach is not on your radar, then don't feel like you need to invite 100. You can invite 2. Summer Tucker teaches, invite 2. That's it. Chop at that tree every single day, doing the same thing over and over and over, because that's where your results will come from, because you're doing those small, very important, vital behaviors every single day. So you can invite 2, 5, 10, whatever. That number is very personal, up to you. You're inviting people to a challenge group. You're inviting people to a free group. You're inviting people to the coaching opportunity. You're inviting somebody to join you in something. But that's it. You are not waiting for a response. You're not answering them. You are simply, hey, you want to join me? Hit send, and then you're done. Put your phone away. Go live some more life. Go cook dinner. Go read books with your babies, whatever. And then in your next Power Pocket, the next time you're like, oh, I think I'm going to go pick up my phone and go check my phone. Now you're going to follow up. So these are the people who maybe they didn't respond to you. So maybe 3 days later, you're going to do a follow-up and, hey, I know that you're super busy. I'm busy too. But I was just wondering if you gave any thought to our last message. And then if you have another friend, maybe, a week later or 2 weeks later, these are your follow-ups. The fortune is in the follow-up, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best follow-upper, but I'm really trying to be better. I am trying to I use my calendar because that seems to be what works best for me at this moment in my life. And I just put their names, 3 to 4 days later in my calendar, so I know that they're my people that I need to follow up with on that day. So again, you follow up with 2, 3, 4, 27. It doesn't matter how many people you follow up with, depending on your goals. And then that's it. That's all you do. You put your phone away and you go and live life, be with your family, spend some time with your husband, eat dinner with your family, whatever. That follow-up should take, 10 minutes tops. And then your very last power pocket, right before you go to bed, you're answering your messages. You're answering your emails. You're answering, any of those people who messaged you back throughout the day. And then set a timer. And if you don't get them all done that day, that is okay. You are training people how to treat you. So if you are always on your phone and you are always instantly responding to those messages, they're going to think that they can get you 24/7 no matter what. And you don't want people to think that of you, because then that's not duplicatable. They're not going to join you and become a coach if you are constantly on your phone answering their questions, every 5 seconds, because then they're going to be like, oh girl, that girl is totally tied to her phone. I don't want to do that. I can't do that. So check messages once a day, and that's it. And be honest. I'm sorry, I had already checked messages yesterday. I'm sorry it took me so long. But these are my business hours and whatever. And you know what, guys, they're going to respect you for that. And if they don't, they're not your people. You can wipe your hands clean of them. And that's another thing that our friends talked about at Super Saturday, is that, a lot of the times, or at the very beginning of our businesses, we're just kind of throwing invites to anybody to see if they'll stick for those Success Club points. But when it comes to, these are the people that we're working with. Y'all are family, and I don't want to be a family with people that I don't like or don't get along with or don't want to have in my close circle. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, choose wisely and make sure that you are picking those people who, feed your soul and people that you really want to work with. So those are the power pockets. And I'm going to stop share. Okay. So those are the power pockets. And again, they are in the team drive. Make a copy, move things around, whatever works for you guys. But really, this business is what you want it to be. And we should not be tied to our phone, and we should not be, responding to those people all the time. And because one, you're missing out on so much with your head in the phone. And I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you guys. This is, it's such a big fault of mine. And choose wisely with the people that you decide to bring into your life as far as challengers and coaches, because these are the people that you're doing life with. These are the people that you're spending a lot of time with. And so you want them to be people that lift you up and people that you get along with. You can also, another thing that we talked about is you can set reminders in your phone. Again, I have an iPhone, so I don't know what Androids do, but you can set reminders. You can put all of the power pockets in your reminders so you can check them off as you do them. You can print out the tracker and do a little check mark if that's your jam. You can put a little check mark in the Google Sheet if that's your jam, and then just make copies of the weeks. Completely up to you. Again, it's your business, and you need to do whatever works best for you and doesn't stress you out, because we want to, this business kind of weaves itself into our lives. It doesn't become our life. So those are the power pockets.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. I wanted to give everybody the opportunity, if you, I know that the chat box was blowing up, but if you have any questions for Chrysty, or if you had any aha moments, one of the things that she was saying, if you want to grow your business, you invite more people. Well, you may even want to, especially in the beginning, just set a timer, and for 10 minutes, do that pocket and just get as much as you can done. Like, that's one thing that came to my head as she was talking. Like, if you don't know what's a good number for you, set a timer for the first few times you're doing it. And then you're also not finding yourself 45 minutes later and you've only invited 5 people and you've spent 45 minutes inviting 5 people. You know what I mean?
I started, I put on my wallpaper the vital behavior. So every time I open my phone, it's like a reminder to me. So if I'm not right at my desk, like right now I have a note card that lists what I need to do, the connects and the posts. But if I'm not at my desk, or sometimes I'll invite right before I go into the grocery store. It's just nice to have it right on my phone in the list. So I've done that, like either put it on my wallpaper or I'll just put it in my notes, like Chrysty was saying.
Sorry, I keep losing my mute button. Does anybody else have anything that they want to share that's been working or not working, or maybe a way that you want to add or rearrange for whatever reason? Like, I agree with Chrysty. I would probably do my social media pocket as my pocket number 1. Just because for me as a teacher, I know I can do it first thing in the morning, and I can't do it really again until 3 o'clock. So.
Yeah, I think that the Power Pockets can be in whichever order you want to do it. I think that answering the messages should probably be the very last thing you do, though, just so you can get them all done in one sitting at the very end of the day. But as far as any of the other Power Pockets, it kind of just, it's up to you. You can move them around and do what works best for you.
This is going to be life-changing for me. Thank you. I'm excited to implement this, because I'm the same. Like, I get those notifications and I'm like, oh, I've got 3 messages. I need to respond to them right now, even though I'm like in the middle. Like today I was texting Melissa and I was trying to also push the grocery cart through Food Lion. And she was like, I don't even know what that message is saying. And I had to totally retype it because I can tell she didn't know what it was saying. So that really, I love that. Just looking at the chat again real quick. Andrea, that link is in the, I'll tag you in it. It's in the team header. There's a link to our Google Drive and it'll be in there, but we'll tag you in that. Thank you so much, Chrysty. This has been good. And it's so nice that you already created it for us. I started notes and I didn't even have to take them.
You don't have to take them.
All right, I'm going to stop recording.